A sermon concerning the divinity of languages, or Dijkstra considered a racist. An epistle from the retired Reverend Pastor Manuel Laproig for the beloved congregation of the First Church of the Weird Machines, first published in the journal Proof of Concept or Get the Fuck Out, Volume 0x01. Indulging in the pastor's finest, I proclaim to my congregation that there is divinity in every programming language.
But,
they ask,
if there is divinity in all languages, where is the divinity in PHP? Though advertised as a language for beginners, it is impossible for even an expert to code in it securely.
Pouring myself another, I say, PHP teaches us that memory-safe string concatenation is just as dangerous as any stupid thing a beginner might do in C, but a hell of a lot easier to exploit. My point isn't that it is easy to write PHP, as it isn't easy to write safely. Rather, the divinity in PHP is that it is so easy to exploit. Verily, I tell you, dozens of neighbors who later learned to write good exploits first learned that one program could attack another by ripping off SQL databases through poorly written PHP code. If a language like PHP introduces so many people to ponage, then that is its divinity. It provides a first step for children to learn how program execution goes astray, with control and data so easy to mangle.
But,
they ask,
if there is divinity in all language, where is divinity in BASIC? Surely we can muck this hellish language. Its line numbers so ugly, and the gods themselves laugh at how it looks like spaghetti.
Pouring myself another, I proclaim, the gods do enjoy a good laugh, but not at the expense of BASIC. While PHP is aimed at college programmers, BASIC is aimed at children. Now let's think this through carefully, without jumping to premature conclusions. BASIC provides a learning curve like a cardboard box, in that when trapped inside, a clever child will quickly learn to break out. In the first chapter of a BASIC book, you will find the standard Hello World. 10. Print. Hello World. Groan if you must, but stick with me on this. In the 6th chapter, you will find something like the following gem. 250 REM. This cancels ONERR in Apple DOS. 260 PoC 216, 0. Sit and marvel, I say, at how dense a lesson these two lines are. They tell a child to poke his finger into the brain of the operating system in order to clear an Apple DOS disk error. How can C or Haskell or Perl or Python begin to compete with such educational talent? How advanced must you be in learning those languages to rip a constant out of the operating system's brain, like PeC 222, to read the error status. Or PoC 216,0 to clear it. A student then asks,
But the code is so disorganized. Professor Dijkstra says that all code should be properly organized, and that Go-To is harmful, and that BASIC corrupts the youth.
Pouring myself another, I say, Dijkstra's advice goes well if you wish to program software. It is true that BASIC is a horrid language for writing complex software. But consider again the educational value in spaghetti code. Dijkstra says that a mind exposed to BASIC can never become a good programmer. While I trust his opinions on algorithms, his thoughts on BASIC are racist horse shit. A mind which has not been exposed to BASIC will only, with great difficulty, become a reverse engineer. What does a neighbor who grew up with BASIC spaghetti code think when he first reads unannotated disassembly? As truly as the Gostas distims the doshes. He knows he has seen worse spaghetti code, and this won't be much of a challenge. Truly, I am in awe of the educational genius of BASIC, as I am in awe of the incompetence of pedagogues who lock children in rooms with a literate adult for a decade, finding those children to still be unable or unwilling to read at the end. Lock a child in a room with an Apple II and a book on BASIC, and in short order a reverse engineer will emerge. There is divinity in all languages, but BASIC might very well be the most important for teaching our profession.
But,
They ask,
if there is divinity in all languages, where is the divinity in Java?
pouring myself another, I drink slowly. The lesson is over for today. This has been a reading of this little sermon, as it's called, and I just want to say that I may not hold these views, and this is a quite old thing, especially on the thing about PHP. I mean, I'm pretty sure PHP has been hardened over the last few years. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I just wanted to make this little disclaimer. So yeah, toot.